What's up guys and girls, how y'all been doing today? I hope you have a great day. So today I want to make a video about Dillon Danis reacting to the KSI versus Logan Paul fight. I thought it said some interesting stuff, so let's go into it.
Shot fighter, so I think it's going to be very easy for me with combos to beat him. He doesn't throw in combinations, he throws singular shots, and he looks for the clinch, and I'm very good in the clinch. So I think it's going to be my game in there. He clinches a lot, and in the clinch is like my territory. There's a grappling.
He seems to be really confident about beating Logan Paul, and I truly agree with the fact if they are going to grapple, and I know that isn't happening much in boxing, but if they would do a grappling match, which Logan Paul said in the face of, Dillon Danis would absolutely smoke Logan Paul. There is not even like 1% in my mind that Logan Paul would win a grappling match against a person like Dillon Danis.
Not back and forth in the build up to you and Logan. Do you think this fight has gone really personal between you two?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's why it's bigger than Tom Fury and KSI, because that's not like me and Logan. Me and Logan's very personal, and it's been personal for almost like 10 years now between me, him, and Jake. So it's like, when we get in there, he's fighting for his fiance, so he's gonna be coming at me with everything he has, and I'm ready for it.
He's definitely right about that. My man Dillon Danis has said a lot of things about Logan's fiance. This definitely seems to be a personal situation. Logan's fiance is having lawsuits against Dillon Danis, and it's just a really messy personal situation. I don't think you can fake this type of beef. The things Dillon Danis said about Logan's fiance, I don't think there's any dude that is gonna be fine with that kind of stuff. Maybe Adam, but besides that dude, nobody is really gonna be fine if you're talking about someone's fiance like that. And I've watched some interviews and videos where Logan was addressing the situation, and he definitely seems to be upset, so I do think the beef is legit.
He throws all his power into his shot, so it's very easy to see when he throws. It's very open and very telegraphed. I think it's too easy for me to see the shots. I could see the shot that I knock him out with, actually. The way that he fights and the way he keeps his hands down and the way he clinches. I hope that he tries to clinch me because I'll beat him up in there. And like watching KSI is so bad. Oh my god. Like, is there like a guy from the street just throwing like haymakers?
Keep shit talking Logan's boxing skills and KSI's boxing skills. Look, I don't know anything about boxing, but I do know this video is not gonna age well if Dillon Danis is gonna lose the match against Logan. For both, it would be pretty horrible if they're going to lose the match. For Logan, it would be embarrassing because this dude has been trashing and talking really badly about your fiance for months, and now he get knocked out by the dude. For Dillon Danis, it would be bad because he's trolling, making fun, and saying that he's superior in boxing, and saying all that kind of stuff. And if he's gonna be knocked out, that would be looking horrible as well.
The fight was agreed at 6 rounds. Why not more?
It is 6 rounds, but we're trying to add it to more. Yeah, but it's agreed to 6 rounds at 195.
And how many more rounds would you say?
12. I want 12 rounds. Yeah. I told him let's go to the death and see who dies in there, see who has more heart.
So we finally know how many rounds the fight is gonna be. In the face of, it was kinda unclear. They really didn't say how many rounds, but it's gonna be most likely 6 rounds, and he's saying that he would want to have 12 rounds. I think 12 rounds would be a little long, especially with a big dude like Logan Paul. I don't know if he can keep up for like 12 rounds straight. Maybe I would be surprised, and he's more athletic than I think, but 12 rounds of boxing, that needs to be hard on a person.
I think it would be Jake Paul. Yeah, I think Jake will try to avenge his brother, so I'll go for Jake Paul. KSI, maybe it would be there, but I'm an MMA fighter. I fight in a real fight. This is a boxing competition, not a real fight, so we'll see. I don't know. I have to decide. But I think after I clean him and knock him out, and then after all this stuff I hyped up for this fight, I think that...
So he predicts he's gonna knock out Logan, and after that Jake wants to fight him. Well, I think Jake is the much better boxer. From what I know, Jake has much more experience and takes it much more seriously then Logan takes boxing. Logan seems to do it on the side, and Jake actually seems to be really involved in boxing and everything around it. So I would say, even if Logan doesn't want to admit it, Jake seems to be the better boxer. So I don't know if it is a smart thing for Dillon to try to fight Jake, because I think the chances of him actually losing from Jake are much higher than, losing from Logan.
He agreed to me today that he would do MMA after, so that could be another option.
So again, I think it's a bad idea for both Logan and Jake to go fight him in an MMA fight, because this guy does have a lot of experience with grappling. He's a world champion, so I do think they are gonna be destroyed if they're gonna fight him in MMA. And I don't know if Logan is going to keep his word and is going to fight him in MMA, what he said in the face-off, because I really don't see him winning a fight against someone that is probably doing it since he was like a young child. I know Jake and Logan have some wrestling experience, some high school wrestling, but I don't think they're really going to keep up with someone like Dillon Danis.
And just like Logan and KSI, they had a big rivalry back in the day.
Yeah.
Do you think you see any time in the future?
Yeah, we were talking about it after the fight. We'll probably make like a prenup act. So me and him will partner up.
100% don't think they're going to be friends after the fights, because there's just too much personal beef that happened between them. All the shit talking about Logan's fiance. I don't think people can be friends after that situation, and I don't think KSI and Logan had that type of beef. I don't think KSI was ever going after Logan's girlfriend or fiance at the time, and I think the relationship between KSI and Logan is more like a business type of relationship than a real friendship. Did this video convince you that Dillon Danis is gonna win the fight against Logan Paul? Leave it in the comment section who you think is gonna win the fight. Are you gonna watch it? And I hope you all gonna subscribe, and I'll see you all next video.